All right, so what's going on, folks? Welcome to tonight's episode of the Run and Gun Podcast. I'm Jay Peeps. That's Ace, and
Hey,
tonight we have a special guest with us, Savion Williams, Florida A&M defensive lineman, and 2022 NFL Draft Prospect. So what's going on,
and
Savion?
HBCU Legacy Bowl participant too. Don't forget that.
Yes, sir.
That's
Appreciate the
true.
ace.
Got to include everything.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I appreciate your voice for having me on. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. We appreciate you accepting the invite.
Yes, sir.
So I'm excited for this. This is our second guest. You are the first FAMU player to join us on the show, actually, as well.
That started trending, bro. That started trending.
Exactly. I was gonna say, see, because like Coach Black started it with the coaching staff, and he brought that good energy. So we got to keep this rolling and everything. So, and we know you're gonna deliver.
Yes, sir. Let's do it, bro. Let's do it.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we got a whole bunch of good stuff for y'all lined up tonight and everything.
Hey, like, share, subscribe, be a friend, tell a friend. You gotta let the people know Savion joining us tonight. You gotta go spread the word. They could pop in, see what's up in the comments section on YouTube. Don't forget all
Yeah.
that, J Peeps. Come on, what kind of show you running here, man?
I'm sorry. I had to.
Let's give my boy right. I'm gonna say, let's get right. Let's get right. Let's get right. Let's get it.
You getting me right and everything. I was just trying to read something off on the side right here because I saw something pop up and I thought it was a comment and everything. He does this from time to time. He does this from time to time, and it's even worse during the season when the Bucks play the Saints. He does this. He's 10 times
What I
worse.
do? What do I do?
What do you
I don't
do?
do anything.
What
What
do
I
you
do?
do?
I don't know. What do I do?
Oh my goodness. We're
Hey,
gonna roll
don't
this.
forget what. Yeah, let's roll this thing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because Ace already starting. Hey, what's going on, guys? This is GP.
This is the Bug.
This is JC.
This is Flash. This is Jimi Hendrix.
And you are listening to.
And you are listening to.
And you're listening to.
And you're listening to the Run and Gun Podcast.
All right, what we starting off with?
So first thing we can start off with, I guess, honestly, because oh wait, hold on, wait, that wasn't the one I was supposed to bring up. So the thing I wanted to start off with this evening was you might as well just like make the whole first quarter about Savion. So this is just gonna be like a Q&A for you, and then if anybody's watching in the comment section, head over to YouTube and type in your questions that you may have for Savion. But I'm gonna get started with the first one. My question is for you is 'cause I know you played in what a lot of people would call the toughest conference in the country in the SEC, and then of course you brought your talents to the SWAC. So what would you say is the difference that you've noticed between the SEC and the SWAC?
I feel like in every conference, I feel like from Division I conference, I feel like there's not much of a difference when you talk about skill. I feel like the difference is really matters when you go to the trenches. That's when I feel like when it's really a big difference. And you know what I'm saying, in the SEC you used to seeing the 6'8", 340 dude. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about straight muscle. You know what I'm saying? Really trying to come down. I mean, I done met some dudes in the SWAC now. Don't get me wrong. Definitely for sure. I met a couple dudes. You know what I'm saying? But I would say just the trenches. You know what I'm saying? I would say is the big difference.
That sounds similar to what another friend of the show said. Former Gator Jaquez Green. He said the same thing. He was saying like the difference between the SWAC and all these HBCU conferences versus the big boys in the SEC is really the interior linemen and everything, and
Right.
that's like where the matchups are usually won on Saturday, which would kind of really, hint at Alabama's dominance for so long, and then your guys' success this season in the SWAC,
Right.
and even the same thing with Jackson State. Although I'm not going to touch that, 'cause I know, and a lot of people that understand this game know. Actually, no, I guess I am touching it now. That I feel as though that first game in Miami, I feel like you guys were kind of like figuring each other out and figuring this whole thing out of how this was going to go. Because I truly felt that if y'all had caught Jackson State in the back burner of the season when y'all were really starting to pick up momentum, and like your guys' point, your victories were more like lopsided as the season progressed. I thought so. I felt like y'all could have got them towards the end because I didn't really see anything significant.
No, I didn't even play versus Jackson. That's the
I
crazy
remember
part.
that. I remember
So
that.
I didn't. I was caught, but I didn't. I missed the 2 games that we lost. At least in the regular season. South Florida, I didn't play either, and I feel like I know. I feel like we put up a pretty good fight versus them. But you know what I'm saying. I definitely I like the way we rebounded for sure.
Yeah, I enjoyed seeing that as well. Again, I felt like honestly, I was like, if y'all had gotten to the Celebration Bowl, South Carolina State would have got destroyed again.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care what anyone says.
I ain't even gonna talk about that.
But Ace, you got any questions for him?
Yeah, well, I'm not gonna bounce around here. I want to say, like, what kind of stuff were you planning on doing to prep for the HBCU Legacy Bowl and then the NFL draft coming up? Because when we had Freddie Stevenson on, we was asking about his draft experience. So I was trying to figure out what you're doing to prep for it, and then what you're anticipating you're gonna have to see in your pre-draft process.
I'm doing a lot of hard training every day. My only off day every day is probably Sunday, and even Sunday I'm stretching and doing something. But usually every day I usually got strength and conditioning first. And then I usually work on speed and agility for the second half. After class, I have class after, and then I do it after class. I do it before class, and then I work out again after class. So and I'll probably be done around about probably 7, 6 every day.
Nice. See, that's a good workload too, because then it's like 7 o'clock. It's not too late. It's not too early. It's just right. You can go home and make something to eat and still relax and go over study film and everything.
I like that.
So my question now is what was the deciding factor that ultimately put FAMU in your mind above all the other schools?
And it's crazy because people look at me kind of weird when I say this because I had offers from big time schools, coming in the transfer portal. But I really want to do it. I would say for the culture. That's want to do it for the change. I want to do it because I know, you know what I'm saying. I know Deion Sanders. He just came to the conference, and I knew that you know what I'm saying. I know that what was about to come, and I wanted to be a part of that. So I felt like it wouldn't be no better. It wouldn't be no better choice. Not just to represent your own people. You know what I'm saying, as well as just do what you love. You know what I'm saying. And it was definitely I definitely don't regret it. It was a great experience.
We were so glad to have you too. Go ahead, Ace. Go ahead.
So you're talking about the culture of FAMU, right? So I want to ask, like, how much different was the culture when you were in Tennessee to now in FAMU with this locker room that you had?
I would say it's just two different. I feel like it's just two different. It's two different vibes. I feel like. I know. I mean, me. I was personally a dude. I never went out I never went out like that. But I went out first at Tennessee a little bit, and same thing at FAMU. I would say. I don't know. It's just a different. It's a different vibe. I would say it's just. I can't really explain it. It's just. I don't know. It's just different. Is that how I said it? I mean, they both lit though. Don't get me wrong. Tennessee is lit. Tennessee is lit, and so is FAMU. So I can't really take nothing either way from both schools. But I don't know. I'm saying it's just different. I would just say that's the best way I could put it.
That's the first time I'm hearing that Knoxville's lit. I've never heard that before.
I ain't gonna lie. During the season, that it get jumping. I ain't gonna lie, it get jumping. Yeah.
See, Ace, one of these years we got to go to Knoxville now.
All right.
You gotta go during the season.
102,000 people.
Yeah, yeah. You know that stadium, 100,000.
Mm-hmm. And it's right there on the banks of like oh my gosh, I forget it. It's right there on the banks of that river.
Yeah, the Tennessee River. Yeah, the river.
Yeah.
I forgot the name of it too.
I forget.
That's a nice little view.
That is awesome. I think my next question is this. What is something that you would tell all 32 NFL teams if you could speak to them right now? GMs, head coaches, and owners. What's something you would tell them?
One thing I would say is like I don't do this for the money. I don't do this for the look. I do this because I love the game. I'm gonna be real, and I'm saying it's a lot of the way I mean even if you can ask people around me, I'm gonna ask the coach, the people around me why I'm so energetic and a leader, you know, around people. Because like I said, just a fire behind me. I've been through a lot of things. I use that to fuel me every game, and I feel like, you know what I'm saying, like I said, I've been in everybody got their different struggles. You know what I'm saying, but I know I done been through them trenches, and you know what I'm saying, for me to even be here right now is a blessing. So the fact that, you know what I'm saying, I keep that behind me every game, that fire, and just know that they're gonna get a worker no matter what the circumstance is, no matter what I hear. I know what I'm saying, they're gonna get somebody that's coachable.
And that's what I love to hear. I love to hear things like that. So Bruce Arians, Jason Light, Glazer family, did you hear that?
This man trying to.
I'm being for real. You think I'm playing? I would love to have him.
I know you're for real. That's the part. I know you're for real.
You need to.
I got people from Twitter who follow me from the Saints head media. Man, I can get some stuff. Let me see. He's a dude. One of the guys we've had on the show. He interviewed one of the guys from Jackson State today. Actually, he's trying to promote the people for the HBCUs, trying to get for the draft. Mm-hmm. And it's like this thing with Savion is like, if he goes out, dominates that HBCU Legacy Bowl, like how do you feel if you do good in this? How are you gonna feel coming out after the HBCU Legacy Bowl for your optimism for the draft, if I want to say? I think you put up enough tape like for the season to show what you could do, but like with all the scouts watching that game, you think you can solidify yourself to being a draft pick? Did we lose him?
No.
Or he got mute. I think you're mute, Savion.
Yeah, I think he's muted.
Uh-oh. I can't top that question Jay Peeps asked, so.
He's not muted on our end. So I don't know.
Uh-oh. That's not good. Yeah,
that's not. Trying to figure out how to technical difficulties. Yeah, Savion, we can't hear you, bud. We can't hear you. Oh, all right. Well,
I think he's gonna leave and come back.
Yeah, he's gonna come right back.
Yeah, I couldn't top that question that you asked him, so I kind of winged that one.
It's all good. I mean, just think about something. Think about anything that comes to mind.
Well, I know. That's why I thought, I was like, I think he's gonna get drafted to a team because they're always using rotational defensive linemen. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. All right, that's better.
All right. Let's see.
Yeah,
we can hear him back. Let's go.
So go ahead, Ace. Ask your question again.
So I said, after you put up a good tape this season with FAMU, but do you think if you you go play really well in the HBCU Legacy Bowl, you think you can get yourself cemented as being one of the 256 picks? I think it's 256.
I feel like you know what I'm saying. I've been hearing some rumors leaning around about 57, but I try not to focus. I really try not to focus on it because I know if you focus on that kind of stuff, you can kind of chill out or kind of get comfortable. You know what I'm saying? So I try not to
don't settle
focus on that, but I know you hear I know I'm hearing 57, but I know for sure that if I go out here and have a good legacy bowl as well as have a good pro day, I feel like I have a great chance of getting drafted for sure.
Absolutely. And then honestly too, I will say the culture and the vibe that you guys had this season at FAMU with the whole seeing why not us, and then seeing just photos on social media of all the scouts constantly coming and seeing that kind of tells like, that's a healthy locker room. That's what NFL scouts love. And believe it or not, and I know a lot of folks don't want me to share the story of this, but it's the truth. I want to say it was back in 2018. I think it was Willie Simmons' first season. The scouts, they went to Florida State, but they didn't even bother to come to Tallahassee, come to across the tracks to FAMU. But now you fast forward a few years. What was that? 4 years, 5 years? You fast forward 4 or 5 years. Scouts now are taking notice of the talent that you guys have and everything. And I mean, and this is not a knock against any of the other guys, but it starts with guys like you and Marquise Bell and Jamari Shareed, guys like that. You guys are like laying that foundation of like a standard that is being built. Honestly, that I will. Oh, there we go. Okay, yeah, I will say that like you guys are technically laying that foundation of how to be a professional, how to carry yourselves, like how to work out, how to go to class. It's like a template. Hold up, and he froze again. He froze. Oh no, he'll be back.
I think he's on campus. Internet issues, probably.
Yeah, I was gonna say because I will say FAMU Wi-Fi might not be the best. I think we all know
Probably,
US.
he's probably on data or something. Even probably getting spotty signal inside the building. All right, he's back.
There we go.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, like I was
Oh,
saying, I think you guys kind of like set that template of how to be a professional and how to work, how to train, everything, how to go to class, all of it. So I will say, I think you guys have forever, shifted the culture the right way.
Yes, sir.
But Ace, you got anything?
yeah, I got one. This one's kind of like a goofy question, if you want to say. So I can't remember if it was against Alabama A&M or Mississippi Valley, but when y'all had the comeback, right? And when they were breaking free for the 80-yard touchdown, and your coach went viral for high stepping. I can't remember who exactly it was. How
Oh,
did the locker room? How did the locker room react to that high stepping moment? That thing was so fun to watch.
Hey, we still tease him to this day about that, man. He was man, he was out there. He thought that was his Heisman impression right there. Yeah, we was on him for the rest of. Yeah, that's my guy, Go Stand Check, man. He you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he funny dude, man. But we was on him for the rest of the season for that, man. That's funny. He funny for that, man. He was gone too.
I will say, I got one more question before we do shift over to like the HBC part of the show. I will say that the coach with the most swagger in the locker room.
I had to say Simmons.
I
had
will
to
say,
say
I
Simmons.
I ain't gonna lie. I will say the cowboy boots and then switching over to Forces and Jordans every now and again. I will say it is him. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, Simmons. Yeah. He be in there swagging a little bit.
That's hilarious. But yeah, all right. So let's shift on over here to the HBCU segment of the show. So we got something interesting to happen. I don't know if you've been taking in some of these basketball games, but FAMU basketball had their 7-game streak snapped on NBA TV against Texas Southern, but bounced back with a buzzer beater against Prairie View. I don't know if you were at that game, but like, well, yeah, were you at the game?
Yeah, I was.
How crazy was that environment?
Yeah, it was.
He froze again. Oh wait, no, wait. Keep going. Oh wait, we can't hear him. Can't hear you. Oh.
Yikes. Well, if we want next time JP's when we go FAMU, we gotta go make some what's it called? Recommendations for better internet.
Yeah. But I will say that was a crazy moment though with that buzzer beater. All right,
Yeah.
there you go. But yeah, so you were saying you were there and like what was the vibe like? Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, we went. It was crazy. We started, man. We was jumping all over the place when he hit that, and it's crazy because I don't know if you saw who hit it. He was number 0. He's actually from my city too. He's from DC. I
Nice.
knew him. It's crazy. That's why I said it's ironic. I said it was something about that 0, but I went to him after the game. But he went crazy when he hit that though, man. That was ice in the veins right there.
That was awesome. I was
That
looking
was
at
ice
that
in the veins.
replay. I was like, that has to
Boy,
end up on Sports Center.
It probably will.
that was facts. Okay, that boy, he liked that too. That's a crazy thing. That ain't the first you'll see though.
That is awesome. Now for the other thing too. So I don't know if you saw the schedule come out yet, but I mean, how are you feeling about next season's schedule? They start off in Chapel Hill, and then they get the rematch with Jackson State down in Miami and everything. So how are you feeling about next season's schedule? Even though like you'll be in the NFL, but I know you'll be watching from afar. But how are you feeling about their 2022 schedule?
I kind of like that they play Chapel Hill first game because it gets the ice out. They gets the ice out the butterflies out. You know what I'm saying? Because you play Jackson State right after that, so it's like okay, we just played. After this season we played Jackson State the first game of the season when you haven't played football in what 2 years. You know what I'm saying? So about a year. You know what I'm saying? So I know. You know what I'm saying, for you to be able to get your feet wet and then be able to go over there and go to Jackson, I feel like that's going to be a much different result from last year. But I think
I agree.
I don't see any other team really beating MU.
I agree. And honestly, even too with Alabama A&M adding all of those transfers and everything, I don't really see them making much weight because honestly, here's the thing that I've noticed is, and Alabama A&M did this last year too. Most of the guys that they signed didn't even see the field out of their signing class last year. So I'm curious what's going to happen this year. So it'll be kind of interesting. Oh well, we lost them again, but yeah, like as I say that, yeah, it's gonna be interesting. So I mean, I will say they got all the right people coming to Tallahassee this year. They got, of course, the Florida Classic at the end. They get a week to tune
They
up
don't have too
before they
much
play.
traveling. I think you only have 3 out-of-state games, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they leave the state like 4 times, I think, and it's spread out. But also too. Go ahead, Savion.
No, I was trying to see what you guys were saying.
Oh yeah, no, we were saying like they only leave the state, I think, 4 times, and it's so spread out.
Yeah, so they got a nice little. That's why I say I know this season we had some pretty good pretty harsh away games like Mississippi. That bus drive was crazy, about 8 hours. But I said we stood through it though. But I'm glad that they get to stay at home a little bit this year.
I have to ask, what was it like driving through Mississippi and up into Arkansas?
I mean, like me personally, I'm a city boy, so you know what I'm saying. I grew up in the DMV area, you know what I'm saying. So, I mean, for me, to be in the South in general was a culture shock for me. But Mississippi is a different type of vibe. Like it joined straight fields, straight. I mean, ain't nothing. Yeah, I mean, everybody different, but like if you live out there, probably the closest thing that you probably had to travel 25, 30 minutes to go to the closest store. Like that's how far things apart. But it's just real,
That's
like
crazy.
a whole bunch of fields.
See again. The thing about it is I went to Starkville for the Egg Bowl back in 2015, and I asked a lady. I said, "Where's the nearest Five Guys from here?" And they said it's about 20 miles up the road. And I was like, "What?" But that Chick-fil-A was wide open. I was like, that's insane.
Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, the Chick-fil-A was right there on campus, but I was like, so if I want to just go get a bacon burger from Five Guys, I got to go 20 miles up the road. That means I really want it.
Right, yeah, that's crazy.
It is. And then I'm like, it's
At that point.
it's insane. But the other thing
That's the
too is
backyard. Those are the backyards of the Midwest. Is Mississippi the Midwest or just Mid-Southwest? I don't even know.
that's the South.
I know, but I'm just trying to be nice to them because, like, but that's like they're just the backwoods at this point. They're still like, I don't know. I feel like they're still like 10, 15 years behind the rest of the states.
Yeah, no, they are, and I'm not going to say for what reasons and everything.
No, I'm not gonna say. I'm not getting into that. I'm just saying it's kind of like the backwoods, but whatever.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna ask about the marching in 100 and the Senior Bowl. How that, if you want to check them out or anything, but it's all right. We'll go into this one first.
You said did I check him out?
Yeah, like how did the marching 100 you think go? Get that kind of stuff. Like, I don't even know how to describe it, but like,
how was their performance? You mean?
Yeah.
Like how they get that exposure? You said like how big they get.
No, well, I mean,
No,
he's
like-
asking like how did you feel their performance went?
Oh, what? Which game? Like in general?
Well,
no,
the
Senior Bowl with that kind of exposure on them. I think they did good.
You know what's crazy? What's crazy is I was watching the Senior Bowl and I saw them in the back of the end zone. I was like, hold up, I didn't even know they was in the Senior Bowl. I didn't even know it's crazy. I need to go look. I need to go look and actually listen because I didn't actually get a chance to listen. But I knew I wasn't tripping when I saw them green and them uniforms in the back.
Right, and
wasn't tripping.
because see, the thing about it is I remember when the uproar started on Twitter because whoever runs the Senior Bowl kept saying we would love to have Marquise Bell. We would love to have Marquise Bell, and then they never invited him. And I was like, that's kind of messed up. I was like, he was probably one of the best players in the FCS for the past 2 years, for the past 2 full football seasons, I should say. And you never sent him an invite, but you made darn sure the March 100 was going to be there. Now, take away nothing from the March 100. World renowned. They should be invited every year to go do that. But, like, come on. You should have had Marquise Bell there. And you should have had Savion Williams there and other HBCU players. Yeah, no, he'll be back.
He'll be back.
Yeah.
All right. What else we got? I'm trying to check.
Tennessee State is no longer. They no longer have an opponent for the Southern Heritage Classic. So Savion, I know you probably have seen it. Say again.
He didn't know why he keeps doing it.
I don't know why it'll like go out where you can't hear me.
It's all good. We're gonna get through this. We're gonna make this work. Yeah, I wanted to ask you. So like, I know you probably seen the news about it, but what are your thoughts on like this whole Southern Heritage Classic thing being no more because Jackson State they cut the deal, and do you think Tennessee State should come over to the SWAC now?
I feel like I feel like they proved their worth over there. So I feel like SWAC is the best football. I mean, best HBCU conference. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I think they should. I think they definitely should. You know what I'm saying? They definitely should bring their talents over here. It would be more competition.
I agree, and I know you may not know it, but this is a little bit of history here. Is like FAMU and Tennessee State was a pretty good rivalry back in the day. Like and they used to meet every year in Atlanta for a long time. So I mean, it would be nice if Willie Simmons and this athletic department could get Tennessee State back on the schedule. I know it would have been an easy W for you guys this past season if y'all would have got a chance to beat up on Eddie George's boys. But I mean, it would be nice to see Tennessee State get put back on the schedule. Because I mean, and what better way than to bring them to the SWAC? Because I mean, look, at this point, it's like you're not generating enough money for yourselves in the Ohio Valley. You're one.
Hey, yeah, his audio cut again.
Yeah, but I mean, and Ace, you know what I mean. Like, the one HBCU you play yearly backed out. I think the one HBCU you play yearly, they backed out. And then factor in to like all these rivalries you have in the SWAC with some of these teams.
Yep. I mean, they moved FAMU to the SWAC last year. I mean, it's not out of the realm of possibilities that they moved Tennessee State too.
Exactly. So
it's crazy.
It is. And with that, I think, you know what, we can just slide over here into the NFL. Yeah, just slide into the NFL now. So I know you've been watching it, and I thought about you when I wrote up this question. Oh, he'll be back. But I did have this. I had this question lined up for him.
He'll be back to answer it.
Oh yeah, I was say I like it. Honestly, it's Aaron Donald and Von Miller and all those guys going up against Joe Burrow's offensive line. Joe Burrow's offensive line has to hold up long enough for Joe Burrow to get creative and make plays downfield.
Or you can also give it to Jamar Chase, like 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage, and let him take it 70 again.
That's true, but I mean, you got to account for Jalen Ramsey and all those DBs and everything, and Eric Weddle.
Come on, Eric Weddle was literally on a fishing boat last month. Probably, I have no idea.
But now he in the Super Bowl.
That is true, I guess.
So I mean, hey, look, like it's a possibility. So
yeah, I mean,
ooh, I misspelled down. Oh my goodness, let me fix that.
What you do? I didn't even check it.
Yeah, you didn't check it, but I think you'll probably see it now. But yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward
to it. Is it at the bottom?
It was on there. You just didn't catch it.
I wasn't really paying attention.
Well, let's see. Savion, you there?
Can you guys hear me?
Yes. Yeah, we can hear you.
Can you see me?
Nah, but it's all right. We can work through it. It's fine.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, who do you think?
Question there.
So who do I have? The Rams D line or the Bengals O line?
Yeah. Who do you feel has the advantage?
The Bengals. I mean, the Bengals O line is pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I feel like the Rams. I feel like you got Von Miller, Aaron Donald, Leonard Floyd, which I think is a really good player as well. You know what I'm saying? I definitely think that it's crazy because usually the trenches win, but I mean the Bengals have been doing it by just skills. You know what I'm saying, in defense. So I've never seen at least somebody do it get to at least the Super Bowl with the type of offensive line that they have right now. So I would say I would say the Rams. I would say the Rams D line. I feel like that's just you got three superstars on that D line. I feel like.
I agree, and then also too the one unsung hero of this defensive line for the Rams that no one's talking about is Ashawn Robinson.
Oh yeah, nose guard.
Mm-hmm. And
he's pretty good.
And those that remember, he was an alpha at Alabama.
Mm-hmm. He definitely was. Wasn't he a first round pick?
I believe so. Yes, sir. Because he got sent to Seattle.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And
Robinson's he's always been since his college days.
Yep. Because I was actually at Brady's last game in Tampa and that's when I remembered. I was like, oh my gosh! I was like, Ashawn Robinson plays for them, and I was like, no wonder Aaron Donald's having like this amazing year, and this might be the year.
And then I mean they have they have a couple under low key guys. They have another nose guard as well, Gaines. I like him well. He's pretty okay too. I like him, but their D line is definitely a well put together unit. Definitely.
I agree. I definitely agree, and I think I do think Joe Burrow is going to take his lumps in this game, but I think that I kind of feel like we're setting this up to be like the Fiesta Bowl was for him when he played against UCF, where he just leveled up to a whole nother level.
Right.
And it's like at some point in this game, I feel like he might just get drilled. He'll come out and he'll come back in and he'll just be like a transformer and just upgrade himself to an evolve.
Not say it's
I
probably
ju-
like I'm not gonna get into that. Actually, never mind. I don't think there's gonna be like a saying. Just get his Zenkai boost. He come back, getting knocked down. He just comes back and just drops shit all over him.
I mean, like it's crazy. I mean, the Bengals I mean, yeah, their offensive line is pretty not the best, but their wide receivers are electric for real. So like Jamar Chase, T Higgins, and Tyler Boyd. Those are three guys you have to account for. So I mean, Rams are going to have I would love to see that Ramsey and Jamar Chase matchup. I think that's would be a real good matchup that everybody probably be watching.
You read my mind because that was the next question. Because that's how I'm wondering. I'm like, who's going to win that matchup? Because Jalen Ramsey said I respect him, but I'm going to be ready for him.
Right.
And you haven't heard anything really from Jamar Chase. So I'm like, I'm asking both of y'all. I'm going to let Savion go for it. Who do y'all think is going to win that matchup?
I mean, I feel like Ramsey always been a talker. You know what I'm saying? But he backs it up. So I would say, I mean, this is a hard one. It's a hard one. Well, because Chase, man, Chase has been going crazy, man. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I mean, Chase is just he one of them transitional talents that you don't see very often. So I mean, if I had to pick one, in this matchup, I'm gonna say Jamar Chase.
I mean, I've been saying this for the last 2 weeks. I'm taking Jamar Chase. If it's single coverage, I'm taking Jamar.
But I mean, it's like Randy, you can't. I mean, don't think that I just don't hope they don't think that they can. They're just gonna throw all over on Ramsey though, because there's definitely gonna be some smoke over there for sure.
Oh yeah.
Oh, most definitely. I gotta agree too. Honestly, I do think Jamar Chase is gonna get the better of him, and I say this because like I said again, I was at that Bucks Ravens game, or no, that Bucks Rams game. My bad, for the divisional round, and you would just see there were little tidbits and stuff. I think in the second half, it really reared its ugly head on Jalen Ramsey, but once Tom kind of,
go ahead, my fault. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good. Finish what you were gonna say.
No, I said I think he had a long touchdown caught on one.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was Brady's last touchdown pass, and it was on Jalen Ramsey. And for the longest time, it was like no one could ever take Jalen Ramsey deep and have success. And then Mike Evans does it. And then even all throughout that game, there were little like quick comeback routes on Jalen Ramsey that Mike Evans was getting, and like simple routes and everything.
Hey, you forgot Jalen Ramsey's father, Devontae Adams.
You ain't got to.
You forgot.
That. You ain't got.
But it's true. It's true though. Devontae does own him. The way how Devontae just runs his route, that's why I think Jamar's gonna get him. The way how he just runs the route, he'll get Jamar, he'll get Jalen a couple times.
That's true.
I feel like that D line gonna have to get to him. They're gonna have to.
Yeah. And then the other thing too is like I'm gonna go even further back on y'all with Jalen Ramsey. When you see Jalen Ramsey, I don't know, maybe things are different now because of the NFL. But if you look at him in the Rose Bowl against Oregon, up tempo, fast paced team, he was sucking wind. He was sucking wind heavy. If you look at it right before things got ugly, so it makes me wonder. He's going up against a high-powered offense again, higher-powered offense than what he saw in the wild card divisional round in the NFC Championship. So I mean, this is really realistically the best offense he's going to see all season.
Yeah,
so sure. I just wonder, it's like how do you respond?
This game to me has shootout written over it a little bit. I feel like because I mean, on the other side, you got Matt Stafford and Cooper Cup, and them guys over there. You can't sleep on them guys. These are Cam Akers. All them guys are pretty good over
Mhm.
there. So I feel like it's definitely gonna be a nice little offensive game.
I will say I feel bad for Eli Apple.
What happened? What happened, Eli?
Oh boy.
Oh
You
no,
should
you
you should walk into the realm of Saints Twitter, or just look up oh god, I'm drawing a blank. It's the
it
Eli
was
Apple on the with
they
the
made a
Kodak song. God, I'm forgetting. Super Gremlin. They made a Eli Apple diss track with the Gremlin remix of him. Yeah,
Who made
they
it?
won after he trashed the city of New Orleans. So it's like most of them on there is trying to hope the Bengals win because they hate the Rams, but they want Eli Apple to get burnt at least a couple times by Cooper Cup.
That boy. I think he. I haven't seen. I forgot he was in on the Bengals. I forgot.
and see that.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead, Savion. Go ahead.
No, I was saying. No, Eli. Yeah, I haven't. I forgot. I remember he was on the
Ooh, we
Saints.
have
I
a
forgot
comment.
where he went after that.
Ashton talking Jamar Chase. He's got Jamar over Jalen.
I like it. I like it. But yeah, I mean it's and then the thing about it was she was like the AFC Championship. Um, Eli Apple had a chance at a game sealing interception or like a walk off interception,
Yeah,
and he
he dropped a pick six. And then the other former Saint got it, Von Bell. The next play. I just died
Yeah,
laughing when that happened.
yeah, he did. I mean, he probably didn't play his best ball in New Orleans, but I know. I mean, he's with the he's with the Bengals now, so I mean, we're gonna see what he do in the Super Bowl. He's there now, so we're gonna see what he does.
we gonna yeah we'll see. I mean, hey, look, I'll say this. I'll cut him some slack when I say this. This moment usually ends up making a player because I mean, look, nobody knew who Malcolm Butler was
Yeah,
until the interception.
right.
That is true.
Especially in moments like big time moments like that can change your like Malcolm Butler was you know what I'm saying, he was heard of, but he wasn't, nobody really knew, it didn't really ring a bell before that, you know what I'm saying, and now you know what
Hmm.
I'm saying, after he made that game sealing Super Bowl, that probably secured him probably 2-3 contracts after that.
Exactly.
Mm.
So I mean, hey, you never know. Eli Apple could go in there Sunday and he might go off.
Mm.
Hey, you know, all I'm gonna say is
If
you
Cooper
never know.
ain't gonna get him, Odell will get him. If Cup won't get him, Odell will get him. I feel like.
Cup is
Yeah, that's true
he's a
too.
beast.
But I will say this too about Odell Beckham as well. He, to me, I don't know if y'all have noticed, but like to me, it seems like since he's been out of New York, and you kind of saw him transitioning a little bit in Cleveland, but like him in New York wasn't mature, I don't think. And then him in Cleveland, he was slowly coming into his own, maturing and becoming a pro. And then he's with the Rams now, and it's like he's all business. He's not talking like he used to. He's just strictly all business, doing what he has to do.
Right. Hmm.
So I will
I
say,
got this question for Savion. When we're talking about Odell, we were talking about this. Me and JP was yesterday. I want to get his perspective on this. So there was a thing where it was saying how Odell was better than both Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase. So out of those three LSU guys, who do you think has been the best out of those three so far in the NFL?
Say it again, Jamar Chase, who else?
Justin Jefferson and Odell Beckham.
Um, I would say Odell Beckham just for the simple fact that he has proven himself off over multiple seasons. I feel like so. I would say, I feel, I would say Odell.
I could go with
I'll
that.
come some slack if he ain't seen him in
Right.
if he ain't seen Jefferson in Minnesota for the last 2 seasons, smashing Randy Moss's records.
Yeah. Jefferson, I feel like he's I feel like Jefferson, you give him 2-3 more years, he'd definitely be up there for sure. because he did what he
I can see what you're saying about Odell, though. It's good. All right.
So now my next question for Savion is this: what was your take of the Pro Bowl? Because a lot of former players, like even Coach Prime and everything, like everyone was saying like it was very lackluster. Even Shannon Sharp was saying it was very lackluster. But I mean, what was your take of the Pro Bowl?
Yeah, I definitely feel like it was lackluster, but I mean, if you turn it around, I mean, if you flip the script, if you think about it, you it's a game that I mean, yeah, you made it to the Pro Bowl, and you know what I'm saying, that's definitely a award, you know what I'm saying, because everybody you had to get voted, and everybody has to think it's your best to get in that game. But at the end of the day, what did you think about it? What if you go into that game and you're trying to play hard and you end up getting hurt or something else? You know what I'm saying? And about a game that doesn't really matter. It's just for show. You know what I mean? So I mean, I know. I know that it was definitely a pity pat fest for sure. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't really trying to do anything. And I feel like they could have got it. They could have went a little bit harder for sure. But you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I understand. I feel like I understand people their thought process.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. And actually, while we still got time, I have two questions for you. So my first one is growing up, who were you a fan of in the NFL? Like which team?
The Redskins when I was growing up.
You were a Redskins fan?
Yeah.
Okay, I can respect that. I mean, you from that area, so I can get with that. I can understand that.
Yes, yes, sir.
I mean, it was.
It
I'm
was
trying
a
to figure
hard
out who
grind.
was who was on those teams. Oh, Santana Moss. They had Santana Moss and
Yeah, Sean Taylor, Chris Ballard.
mhm.
Like I said, the early 2000s.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Them Ravens team, them Redskins teams were fun.
Yep.
I mean, the last RG3's rookie year, that was a real good year. Like 12.
And see, the thing with RG3 is I always wonder what could have been had he not tore his leg up.
Yeah, that what could have been, and then I feel like when I went, and that's a prime example of I feel like a lot of coaches can mess up. I'm not gonna say Mike. I feel like Mike Shanahan didn't really or whatever. Now I ain't gonna say Mike Shanahan though, but the organization didn't really take care of him how they should have in that situation. That really ruined his career. I feel like because if that's me in that Seattle Seahawks game, I know it's the playoffs, but you got to think about your. I don't know if you remember, he was coming off he re-aggravated it, and then they were thinking about
Yes.
trying to play him again, and
Yeah.
if I'm the coach, I'm thinking, okay, is it this game or is it the future, the next 10 years? So they thought about now, and I feel like that situation really came back to haunt them because I mean they still don't have a legit quarterback to this day.
Exactly. And then it's funny you say that, and then you think about just not making the right decision with RG3 in that game.
Mm-hmm.
And then you think about the Alex Smith injury too.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like the conspiracy behind that. It just makes you just scratch your head and wonder.
Do you believe in karma?
I mean, I mean, I don't. It's sometimes it's crazy because I mean, sometimes it'll be us trying to play through it, but sometimes it's a little voice in your ear. You know what I mean? So you sometimes like I feel like definitely I know that situation probably RG3 wanted to play, but in that situation you got to be like, nah, you good, you can't. I don't want you risking it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes like that, you just got to be like that. I feel like as a coach, just to look out for your players.
I definitely agree with that.
Hey, JPs, we forgot to ask Savion one thing while we're still in the NFL. Who we got for the Super Bowl, man? Bengals or Rams? Don't want to put you on the spot too much, but we got to ask.
Rams.
All right, Rams.
Mm-hmm.
I can get with that. Now, see, my thing is this is favorite Super Bowl commercial. I've been asking everyone this that's been on here and on Ace's podcast on the Last Give. Favorite Super Bowl commercial. Everyone 30 and up has been saying the Budweiser frogs.
I'm trying to think. I think is it Doritos one? I'm trying to remember.
This man, no.
I think he knows what I'm talking about. I'm trying to remember how it went. I haven't seen it in so long. I know.
No, but see, this man, no, Doritos got the commercials. That's the thing.
Doritos always got the best ones. Usually, I'm trying to remember though. They had a couple good ones though, for sure.
I'm trying. Was it the one with Shaggy?
What was that? What Super Bowl was that?
That was I think that was either 2 years ago or that was last year.
I don't know. I boycotted the Super Bowl 2 out of the last 4 years, so I don't know.
Oh yeah, I know. I tell you, I mean, like I was watching it, definitely watching this going and stuff like that, starting to film. My team was nowhere even close to the Super Bowl.
I will say though, my favorite was the and I told Ace this before. My favorite was the one where Tom Brady was promoting Hulu and he was walking through the tunnel and he played it off like he was about to retire. And he was
yeah, that was great. Right there.
He's like, to my fans, my teammates, my family. Did you know Hulu can help you? You know, with Hulu, you can save all this and get all these shows. And he's like, as for me, I'm not going anywhere. I was like, oh my gosh, he got it.
Yeah. He hit Brady funny for that.
And then he posted it, I think, on Instagram, and was like, it was him. It was just a shadow of him walking out of the tunnel, and it was like, huge announcement coming soon, Super Bowl Sunday, and everybody was wondering, oh my gosh, what is he about to say? And everybody got so hyped, and just for it to be a Hulu commercial.
Yeah, that's Brady, man. Like he just retired. This change is officially the new generation. I feel like now.
A+ marketing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm with you though. Yeah, he definitely he set it up now for a whole new generation.
Yeah, for sure. Like you think about it, I feel like the only maybe the two quarterbacks maybe left from us growing up maybe is Rodgers and Wilson maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I can't think about any other ones. Roethlisberger's gone. Breeze is gone. Brady's gone.
Yeah.
So I just try to think.
Rivers and the Mannings are gone.
Yep. McNabb, Vic. Yep. All those guys are gone. I mean, I posted a few days ago. Kurt Warner's gone. Brett Favre. All those guys. And I'm just like, my gosh, I didn't
see.
Even...
I grew up at the end of the Kurt Warner, Brett Favre era. At the very end.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Savion. I don't know if you remember Monday Night Football used to have like the little intro with Hank Williams Jr.
I don't think
he used to be like, "Are you ready for some football?"
Oh yeah.
I know. I always mess with Ace, and I'm like, you weren't even alive for the classic Monday Night Football intro.
Bro, you're only like 6 years older than me.
No, but look, you weren't around for that time period in the early 2000s, like when the millennium and stuff had just changed. Or no, it was a whole new millennium and everything. And you come home on a Monday night. Your parents used to let you stay up late on Monday Night Football. Back when Monday Night Football used to start at 9 o'clock.
I try to remember that.
See, Savion remembers because that was the classics.
Yeah,
bro, you're older than Savion too.
Am I really?
You gotta be.
I'm 25. I'm gonna be 25 next month.
Oh
yeah.
I just turned 24. My birthday was yesterday.
Oh my!
Oh, happy birthday!
Yeah, happy birthday, by the way. Oh my gosh.
J Peeps are old, man.
You're
old.
Brother. We still young, man. We still young.
Oh my gosh. Jeez. You know what? It's okay. I remember what it was like to play with sock and boppers.
He said, that's the little robot joints.
No, them was the little things you used to put on your fist, and they used to be like more fun than a pillow fight.
Oh yeah.
You had to blow them up and everything, and then you go around, you just start whacking your relatives and stuff, and hopefully you don't get them taken
I'm
away.
thinking of the Rock'em Sock'em, the robots.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
thinking.
I'm not that old. Oh my gosh. I feel like I'm not old some days and stuff, but oh no. But let's switch over here to our last little segment for tonight. So the NCAA. I want to ask Savion this question right. Did Jim Harbaugh hold Michigan hostage? Do you think? Because he took a little while to kind of decide if he was going to stay or not.
And he decided to come back, didn't he?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
did. He was like this close from being named the Vikings coach.
Mm-hmm. I feel like, I feel like you should always keep it 100, no matter what, in every situation. So I feel like if he was thinking about leaving, I think he should have told them that, okay, I'm thinking about leaving. I don't know yet. You know what I'm saying? But not, I feel like maybe in that situation he might have been leading them on or something. I don't know the situation, so I can't say for sure. But maybe there was some leading on in that situation. So I mean, but I know this maybe really careful. I think maybe it would have been clear a little bit.
And there's actually one more thing too. So I should have asked this in the first quarter, but I got to ask it now. So when you get to the NFL, if there's one quarterback right now playing active right now that you would just love to sack, who is it and why?
I would say, Mahomes. I was just know the fact that he's just Mahomes. He's the greatest. He's the best quarterback. I feel like my eyes right now. So just to be just to sack great would be, you know what I'm saying. I feel like he can be a future great. So just the sack of great would be great. You know what I'm saying, would be legendary.
See now, imagine you got drafted to the Chiefs. You had to go wind up again with Chris Jones every game, and you got to sack Mahomes every day in practice.
That's a dog right there. That would be a blessing situation to go into any situation where you get a D tackle, maybe like Aaron Donald or Chris Jones. Like you get to sit there and learn from them. You know what I'm saying? You get taking knowledge, something that you can't really teach. So, that would be a great situation. Especially Chris Jones. That's one of the top 5 D tackles right now.
Actually, that's a good question I wanted to ask. And that's like, who do you think you tried to model? I know like a lot of players nowadays they take techniques from different players, right? But like, who's the main guy that you've watched growing up, like a D tackle DN, right? Like, who's that guy that you used to watch as a kid and say, all right, I'm gonna be try to a lot like what he did and how to like his techniques and all that.
It's crazy. It's kind of I really back when Ndamukong Suh, I would say, was really the person that I kind of modeled my game after. He you know what I'm saying, growing up, I love when he played with the Lions. He had that nasty gritty, you know what I'm saying. Some people looked at that, he was dirty a little bit. And you know what I'm saying, but I love the way he was gritty, and he just had that dog in him, and and like I said, still to this day, he's still what about 13, 14 years in the NFL, still doing, still doing pretty good. So, you know what I'm saying, I feel like he's a definitely a powerful guy, and I feel like I'm trying to model myself a little bit after him.
It's a good comparison. I was honestly.
Wait, Sue's been in the league 13 years.
Yeah, no, yeah, dude, he's been in there a while.
Damn, now I feel.
Yeah,
now I feel.
wow.
His rookie year was like 2000 and 2009.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Yeah.
Old too. Great.
I was gonna say, my player comparison for Savion was honestly Aaron Donald, because it was like I always felt that presence this whole season. I was always thinking to myself, like, okay,
Legend. That's it. I feel you know that like Aaron Donald. I feel like Aaron Donald like being compared to Aaron Donald like he's in the world. I feel like he's in the class of his own. Like he can do things that people like can dream of. Like the thing that the way that he can bend, the way that he moves is just is unhuman in some ways. I feel like
Hey, that man trains with knives. Don't
yeah,
forget that
that
part.
is
He built different.
yeah. The fact that you have even the heart to do that. Think about if you miss that, you miss one of them joints. You want to say that? Well, I said, but Aaron Donald, that's a guy that I really, you know, because I used to think I'm like I want to be like Aaron Donald. You know, I want to think about I want to be like that. And, you know, it's crazy, but you know, but I came to the conclusion like, okay, Donald is doing something. Just, you really can't. It's some people like that you just some things you can't really teach. I feel like.
That I feel you on that. I feel you on that. Yeah, that would because honestly, hey, look, that was my player comparison, but
Yes,
I would say Sue was second in my mind because, like I said, when I was watching y'all this past season, I like every week I would be like, all right, they got this guy, they got these guys lining up over these guys, and I'm just like, I don't know how they finna get it, how they gonna like at least get to the second level and get past him. So I'm like, I don't see it happening because I'm being serious. Like it was like I want to say it was definitely the Alabama State game and even like the Southern game and honestly, heck, even the Alabama A&M game. Like those three games to me was like those stood out to me the most as far as, the mental toughness that you guys as a defense had and will have. It was just like levels above a lot of those teams
right.
because
And
I felt like, and I said this in a post game rant that I had. I was saying to myself, you look at some of the tough catches late in games that guys like Xavier Smith and Jamaria Shareed can make, no problem. That seal games. Good teams do that. But then you look at these other offenses that you guys were going against around the swag that couldn't do that. And I was like, that's a testament to their mental toughness. So I was like, I know for a fact Savion and this crew are mentally tougher.
that's facts, and it's crazy because that's why great defenses are made is because no matter what, you ain't gonna always come out there and strap everybody. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna go against a team that's gonna mess with you a little bit. It's gonna dart you up a little bit. But the
Mhm.
question is how you gonna respond, and and that's just a testament to just life in general. You know what I'm saying? It's how you going to respond when you get knocked down, and that's what I kind of stress to the boys. I was always in their ears saying like, man, we did this, we didn't been here before. You know what I'm saying? This didn't happen before. You know what I'm saying? Like even when you was down, and even like it was a couple games where it's like okay, we're like what's going on, but we still like in Mississippi Valley, we were down that game at first. You know what I'm saying? And, another one, what's it called, A&M. You know what I'm saying? We were down that game. Even Southeastern Louisiana, we lost that game. But even in the fourth quarter, the defense was still fighting, trying to, what I'm saying, trying to make we were trying to do something. You know what I'm saying? We were trying to prove
Mhm.
no matter what the score was. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I feel like that's what made us better than everybody else was just our mental capacity that we carried ourselves with every day.
Exactly. And see that is something that I tried so hard to preach to people. Some people pick up on it. Some people pick up on it. Most people they don't. And I always say I'm like that goes back to, the fall camps, brutal summer workouts,
Mm-hmm.
everything like that. Just and that of course it's a testament, what Coach Simmons is always preaching with attention to details, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I'm like, that's an element that people don't see. I'm like,
And
I'm
it's
like
great.
that.
Go
Wait,
ahead.
say again.
I would say it's a testament. I would say it's a testament to Simmons a little bit because I mean, even in the summer, we was out there in 100-degree weather. We don't got no dome. We don't got none of that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? We out there on the grass practicing, no matter how hot it is. You know what I'm saying? And Simmons is making sure that, you know what I'm saying, that it ain't no breaks, it ain't nothing, nothing being taken for granted. We having to do all this, so we having to set out there, and that I think that weather really sitting out there in that 100-degree weather like that. You know what I'm saying? Just having to practice through that, and just take that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that prepared us mentally a lot too.
Go ahead, Ace. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say, so like I know they're at a stretch during the season where they had a bunch of games where the offense came back, but what people don't recall from those games is how there's a reason how they come back is because the offense on the other team stopped scoring the points. So you got to keep that in mind that the defense is doing their job and they're doing it very well. That they can hold the team to that fixed number for the entire like almost second half to come back in those games.
I was gonna say you guys had a streak of 17 games where you guys had at least one turnover.
Yeah, our defense was. I would say even at Tennessee, I mean, I'd have been through around a lot of times with players. This defense as a unit, I feel like it really wasn't. I haven't been on. I'm gonna say my one at Lackawanna was really a unit too. But that was my junior college when we went 11-0 as well. But I feel like this one was like we were just so much talented, and the fact that we were talented and we brought it together and just wanted all on the same page, just made it that much better. And I feel like that's why we were really a great defense, because not only were we together on the field, but off the field we were doing things like cookouts and other stuff. So you know, all that stuff plays a part in being a great defense.
Yeah, and see that's in what you just said right there with the whole like having cookouts and everything and stuff. That actually takes me back to something Warren Sapp used to say about those old Bucks defenses in the late 90s and early 2000s, because he would say, we used to work out together. We used to have like go out and we used to go out and get food together. We used to have our families around one another and everything. We used to always bond because that's how Buck ball went. And I mean, honestly, it was very obvious. The Dark Clouds defense was very, very like it was tight knit. It was a bond. It was a brotherhood.
Right, and you can see that, and that's the crazy thing. You can see that on TV. You didn't even have to be around this to see.
Oh yeah, exactly. I noticed it from from the moment the season started with Why Not Us, seeing it down in Miami. Definitely saw it on homecoming with Grambling, because look, I'm not going to say. I'm not going.
Hey, you got any funny stories from after that game? I know they had a bunch of stuff going on, Savion. So you got any funny stories from that or not? None that you could say.
I mean, it's funny, man.
I hear you laughing. That's why.
He's crazy. I went out to the club after that a little bit and just was chilling with my guy, with me and the team a little bit. We went out and just was chilling and vibing. A lot of people was coming up to me, hey man, you number 0? Hey man, he said, Rod the baby, man, Rod the baby. That's all they told. They told me, but they told me, man, all they all said the same thing, man. I mean, the dejection was a little bogus. I feel like it was too. I mean, they did. I understand it, but I mean, I feel like, I just don't. For you to get ejected for something that a lot of people do, you know what I'm saying? That's I don't understand that.
Yeah, it's like Coach Simmons said. He's like, everybody rocks the baby. So how are you?
That's a sports. I feel like that's one that a lot of people. Basketball, football, baseball. I'm pretty sure I feel like everybody rocks the baby.
Exactly, and see that's what's wrong with this taunting rule in college football and especially in the NFL. It is so out of hand now. I don't get it. It's crazy.
They don't want you to have any fun. Like I can get if you're like standing over them and you're talking or whatever. But like if you're just doing a little rocking the baby or a Tyreek Hill deuce up on them, like come on, that's just for the fun, man. It's not like any harm being done.
And Ace, see, here's the thing. He was nowhere near him. He was nowhere near the quarterback after he sacked him and started doing that. He got up and he'll be back. Yeah. He got up and then walked away or trotted away from the quarterback and then started doing it.
Yeah, we got video too. Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
But yeah, I was like, yeah, Savion, like you weren't even over him doing this. You literally got up,
that's what I'm saying.
trotted off, and then did this.
Yeah, exactly. I did it towards the stands. That's why I don't understand. I can understand if I did it towards their fans or I did it towards you know what I'm saying, maybe one of their teammates, but I did it towards our side. I mean, it was our fans, so I don't really understand.
I don't know. It's I've always felt this way, and I know some other people feel this way. It was FAMU's first year in the SWAC, and I felt like honestly the referees to an extent were out to get y'all. But again, good teams find ways to win close games, and good teams find ways to overcome things like that. And y'all were a good team, so it would not have mattered.
Right, and it's crazy. It's crazy. We would stress that. We would stress that all the time. That's the crazy thing. We would stress that.
Yep. But folks, I think that's going to do it for tonight. We got through everything. We want to thank Savion Williams for joining us. Savion, before we do call it a night, you got any closing thoughts?
I would say, man, I appreciate you guys. This was a great show, great talking with you guys. Good vibe. I recommend everybody. I'll share it on my socials as well. But make sure you guys follow me. 0 Reasons on Instagram and 50 Reasons on Twitter. Like I said, I had a real fun time talking to you guys today. No, I'm glad you guys had me on.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
Yes, sir.
thanks for giving us a sliver of your off time. I mean, I know you've been grinding for that draft, but thanks for giving us that sliver of your free time for that. That's great.
Yes, sir. We appreciate that, and we will be watching the HBC Legacy Bowl
Bowl.
on January 19th on NFL Network.
February, not
Yes, so
January.
make sure y'all are tuned in and watching it.
Yes, sir.
Savion Williams and a bunch of other HBC prospects will be showcasing their skills.
Yes, sir.
I'm actually gonna do this. One second. Do you happen to know what time that game starts at?
Let me see. I had to look on the flyer. I think it said 4. No, I think I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that.
Yeah, Ace, find that for me. Yeah, I will definitely be tuned in and watching because again, I'm looking forward to it. I tuned in and watched the NFL Players Association Bowl.
It is March 8th. No, that's last year. Never mind. I was gonna say March 18th, but it's probably March 19th this year.
February 19th. Oh my goodness.
It is February 19th, but for last year it was 3 o'clock Saturday, February 19th, 2022, Yeoman Stadium, New Orleans.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
There we go. From the official flyer on the HBCULegacyBowl.com.
All right, so yeah, folks, you guys got that. It is right there, February 19th, HBC Legacy Bowl and NFL Network at 3 p.m. Savion Williams and a bunch of other HBC prospects will be showcasing their talents. And hopefully we get Savion in Tampa, or we can get Savion.
Or New Orleans.
Or get him in New Orleans.
Hey, he can get reunited with Hey, they got a bunch of Vols over in New Orleans. They ain't afraid of drafting them.
Vols is crazy.
Well, one of them would have been crazy on Saturday night or Sunday morning or whatever time it was, but we won't get into him right now.
Jeez.
I don't know what the hell Camaro was thinking, man. He like one of them chill guys. I don't know what he was thinking. Hopefully, I think he'll blow over though. I don't think he'll do any time for that. I think it'll be blow over, unless the dude is like a jerk.
Wait, say that again, Savion.
Camaro.
It was Camaro.
Yeah, Camaro punched the dude or whatever in Vegas after Pro Bowl.
Wow.
Yeah, it was the day before the game in a nightclub, and then it was like they
didn't get arrested until after the game.
Man, see how you get
Yeah, no, it's crazy.
Yes, I'm saying like
Probably was. And scary
know
thing
what he did.
is Super Bowl 58 is going to be in Las Vegas.
I can't. I mean, Savion, if you end up in Vegas, please take care of yourself and don't do anything like what we've seen with Ruggs, Arnett, and Kamara.
No, that's. I mean, in situations like that, I can't really understand how you can really appreciate. Like this game can mean like this game for me. This game is everything. You know what I mean? Like this is I mean this is big. I ain't gonna say it's all I got, but this is a lot. I mean this is what I've been doing. You know what I'm saying? This is what I love to do, and the fact that I'm saying me trying to look cool or something like that, I will never put my job or my lifelong dream in the jeopardy of that. So I mean I know I don't even go out like that. So I've never been that type of dude. So I just know I wouldn't do any of that stuff.
I respect that. I love to hear that.
Yeah.
Hear that. And on that note, folks, we are going to say good night to you guys. This has been a pleasure. Make sure you follow us on all of our social media platforms. Make sure you follow Savion on 0 Reasons, at 0 Reasons on Instagram, and at 50 Reasons on Twitter.
Yes, sir.
Yes. And also make sure y'all check out that highlight tape that Savion's got.
Yes, sir. Just dropped it. Yes, sir.
Exactly. NFL GMs, coaches, y'all take notice. Make sure you are in Louisiana for that HBCU Legacy Bowl again at 3:00 on NFL Network.
Yes.
So, yeah. Thank you so much, Savion. America, y'all have a nice, blessed night. Y'all take care. We will see you next week.